Imagine being a teenager, feeling overwhelmed and alone, unsure where to look to for help next. As a teenager myself, I understand the transition into gaining more responsibility, maturity, and planning for the future ahead, and how that can cause quite a bit of stress and anxiety. Every year, thousands of teenagers go through these same problems, and for some, most can't bear the weight. The National Association of Mental Health says that about 14% of all teenagers go through suicidal thoughts during some time in their adolescence. And the CDC says that suicide is the second leading cause of death for all teenagers. The JED Foundation wants to solve this problem. They want to do this by giving essentials and support and resources to these teenagers. And by supporting the JED Foundation, we are saving lives and giving hope to those who need it most. A study at Johns Hopkins found that there was a sharp rise in teen suicide in this last decade. Teen suicide doesn't just affect one individual, though. It affects families, friends, and whole entire communities. Chances are you know somebody that's going through this, whether it's a friend or a family member, but they're just struggling silently. The National Association of Mental Illness says that over 90% of teen suicides have an underlying mental health issue that goes undiagnosed or untreated. Supporting the JED Foundation is taking action against this to protect young people's lives, fostering resilience, and taking away the unimaginable loss of lives. By taking action, we are creating a culture for these teenagers and providing hope for what they need before it's too late. The JED Foundation started in 2000 when Donna and Phil Saltel lost their son Jed to suicide. Heartbroken, they wanted to make sure other families didn't go through their pain. They saw that young people, especially teens and college students, face serious mental health challenges, but didn't have enough support and resources. The foundations began in New York City, focusing on programs that help colleges create safer, more supportive environments for their students. At first, they worked with only a few schools. Over the years, however, the JED Foundation has grown and now partners with hundreds of schools across the country, bringing better mental health resources and support to young people everywhere. As you can see in this slide, here are the two owners and here is the logo of the JED Foundation. Now that we have explored the history, let's look at how the foundation says to prevent a teen from committing suicide. The JED Foundation believes that preventing teen suicide starts with creating supportive environments and making mental health resources accessible. They emphasize building strong support systems at home, school, and in communities so teens feel safe reaching out for help. The foundation encourages open conversations about mental health to reduce stigma, helping teens feel less alone in their struggles. They also promote educating parents, teachers, and friends to recognize warning signs early and provide guidance on connecting teens with mental health resources before a crisis occurs. With that information, I now want to show you ways you can help support the foundation in making a difference. There are several meaningful ways to support the JED Foundation preventing teen suicide. Donations are vital. Funding programs, resources, and outreach efforts that expand mental health support for teens in schools and communities. Volunteering is another powerful option by raising awareness locally, organizing events, or sharing mental health resources online and in schools. Additionally, individuals can sponsor JED Foundation events and initiatives, helping to extend their reach and impact. In this picture, you can see the site you can go on, and you can click on I need help, I want to help, or donate. Today, we have explored the important work of the JED Foundation in preventing teen suicides and supporting mental health. We've looked at the history of the foundation and ways you can help. As we reflect, remember suicide is the second leading cause of death among young people, but it doesn't have to be this way. Let's work together to create a future where every teen has the support they need to thrive. Our next presenter will be Miss Leal. presenting the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention.